head carved by arch trees by Goff in his imprisonment. Goff imparts an emotion to each and every completed carving, which helps him achieve personal enlightenment. When a head is disturbed, it speaks, reflecting the emotion conferred to it. The head says, "Very good. Have another look. Does it not appear quite jovial?"
So you want this on the thing?
Put it on your hotbar and use it. Just listen.
Very good. Very good.
This is the only way to talk to people in PvP in Dark Souls, is with your carvings. They're super cool, and I love them to death. It is the coolest thing. It's just somebody going, "Very good." And you get all sorts of them. You get "very good," you get like "thank you." "Help me" is another one. And "I'm sorry." Like, you get a bunch of them. They're super cool. I love that concept. It's like, fuck no, we're not doing voice chat. Let's have them use items that say things.
Okay, I respect her for being this good at ruining me, but get out of here.
Do you hear her laughing at you too?
I'd laugh too, but get out of here. At least she's straightforward about it and not breakdancing on me and then trying to sell me dirt.
Who tried to sell you dirt?
Well, he sold me moss, but it's like shit he found on the ground.
You're very
Oh,
rude.
I am. Okay, there I am.
I'd take another sip, but it's up to you.
No.
Okay.
See some goo.
There's an awful lot of goo, and where there's goo, there's dark humans.
Yep.
Like these Oolacilians, who are... I think they're actually called bloatheads. Like, I want to say that's what they named them, or that's what they call them.
Liar ahead. Up. Was that what he meant?
Maybe.
No wall there.
Yeah,
no
well, there's a
invisible
wall there, sure. I'm wondering if there was maybe a thing that said, like, illusory wall here, or something like that.
Maybe. A lot of people laughing down here.
Yeah, their eyes glow in the dark, by the way.
Yeah.
And there are a ton of them down here. So heal yourself, because you're going to get riggedy wrecked. I
Poison down here.
I can't remember if it's the little ones have that, but somebody has what is effectively like a toxic shroud, or a poison shroud of some sort. So one of them poisoned you. I actually can't remember which one it is. Is there a third type, maybe? There might be a third type. Oh, damn.
Oof.
She got like half a grab off. Did you see that?
Yeah, what the heck?
I don't know. I think she started it, and then the other guy punched you. So you died either way.
It's been a while since I've died to just some regular assholes, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I didn't need those 19 humans.
19 humanities and like 42,000 souls, yeah.
Yeah. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it will.
We beat a boss, so honestly, any point we want to stop is probably fine.
Let's go a little bit further, and then see, because I think you were getting to... I want to say there's a point where this elevator specifically connects back around to there.
That would be nice to get that one going.
I actually can't remember.
Is this the one where I've got a sorceress? Yes.
Yep, this is your first sorceress.
Yeah, if you get her before she starts casting, it's fine.
Yeah, and then this guy in here will go after you if you leave him. Or he'll go after you if you walk in here, so it's for the best that you actually kill the dude, I guess. I was gonna say maybe heal.
Yeah, can I jump that?
No, you die. That's way too far.
Okay. No,
It's not like
that
you
might
have to
not
work
have been
in...
that bad.
What?
That might not have been that bad, because it just
No.
curls around to here, but I'm not gonna.
No, that jump would have killed you. It's way too far.
It was just down here.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the distance, it's so... It's such
I
a
don't know.
long
I feel
drive.
like we've dropped further.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe you could have survived it, but I feel like it's bad to try with that one.
Alright, I just have to have my shield up at the right time.
Yeah, and then drop it as soon as it's not the right time, because she'll break your guard otherwise.
Yeah.
So when human beings get hit by the abyss, they kind of turn into weird, laughing, crazy people.
But
Well,
what's
that-
his face was not quite like this.
Okay, Artorias was beast-like. His form of losing it in the abyss is that he basically just becomes an unstoppable killing machine, which is
These
kind
guys
of
wish they were that.
it sort of works for his character, but when it comes to like comparative to everybody else, it's like, yeah, no, he kind of got it in a weird way instead. You were super hurt.
There.
I got you just healing through it.
Yes,
All right,
I
fair
am.
enough.
That's how I beat that last boss, is healing through him.
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
I mean, it's not very professional, but it works.
Yeah, so long as it works, I guess.
Yeah. So now, I just need to... where's the...
She's
Caster?
gone. She hasn't fallen down yet. I think she has
Oh.
to drop. You are dead.
Oh,
I was gonna say you are super duper hurt, and then you just died instead.
I just lost all them humes.
Yep, all those humanities, all them souls, everything's gone.
Oh, well.
There
I
it
mean,
goes.
it was just rat farm.
Yeah, I
humanities.
mean that's fair. Sure,
It's annoying,
it's a little bit annoying.
but it's not gonna ruin anything.
Probably not. Yeah, but okay. So really quickly, I want to point something out because I don't remember when we finally are gonna hear somebody point it out. So I want to point it out to you beforehand. There's this weird running. I'm not gonna call it like a theme because I don't think it's intentional, but it seems to happen a lot in Dark Souls. Where every time you fight someone, you find out later on that this is the shitty, fucked up version of this character. So, like, I don't know, the first boss that you fight, which would be like the demons, right? The warden, the tutorial boss, is fine. The second one you fight, which is the Taurus demon, is fine. There's nothing weird about those guys. But then when you get down to things like Quelaag, right? Like Half Spider, it's like, hey, so she is absolutely fucked up and is half spider because her mom did a thing. And it's like she's a weakened version of herself. Or you fight the Hellkite Drake, and it's like drakes are descendants of dragons. So you thought you were fighting a dragon, but you're actually just fighting a shit version of a dragon. Or you fight like
Or I play Dark Souls, and it's actually like the shit version of...
shut up.
I'm not sure what this would be the bad version of, actually. It's not really anything.
but-
It's its own thing.
But when you're like fighting like I don't know, Ornstein and Smaug, they're shitty, fucked up versions of those characters too. Like Smaug is not a knight. I don't know if I even pointed this out. A lot of information that you can get about Smaug basically tells you that he was never a knight. Ornstein was a knight of Gwyn. Smaug wanted to be a knight, and Ornstein was a super nice guy who was like, okay, I'm gonna help my friend become a knight. And he proposed it, and Gwyn and everybody else said, fuck no. Like, Smaug's a weirdo, dude. Smaug eats people. He's a literal cannibal.
Why did they not just kill him for that?
Because he's also an executioner, which means that he
Anyone
actually...
can do that.
He held a job in the court, and he was supposed to be really, really good at it. So, like, he's an executioner, but they're okay with him doing, eating people or whatever if he's an executioner, I guess. But if he's a knight, they expect him to be, like, hold a certain level of regality. They want him to be proper to an
Decorum.
extent. Yeah, he has to have decorum. So you have the four blades of Gwyn, and one of them is Ornstein, and Ornstein's like, yeah, I'm gonna try and help my buddy. And his buddy doesn't. His buddy is a fucking weirdo, and
a
nobody
guy
wants
here.
to be around him. So you get, like, Ornstein and Smaug is like a fucked up version of,
Fuck.
I don't know why you keep rushing in on that. You don't have the health to do it. You gotta draw them out one by one.
Well, you can kill her in one hit if you do a running
but you've
stab.
got 3 of these guys.
Yeah, and I thought I could get them after that. But they came up all at once.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one more try at it and then it's done. My back
Okay.
hurts. I've been sitting weird on this thing.
But anyway, yeah, so Smaug is like a really... Ornstein and Smaug is not a good fight. That's not the top of Ornstein's game. He doesn't have his actual friends there. His actual friends are here, by the way. You fought one of them. One of them is locked up, and the other one is
So they all
the
die
girl.
a million years before him, and he gets demoted to babysitter for
Well,
the princess
doesn't-
and that big guy.
kind of. I wouldn't call that like being demoted, but that's basically it. Yeah,
Oh.
that guy fell off.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the geometry is weird for bodies right at that corner. But the... But yeah, no, Smaug is a terrible, terrible excuse for a night. So Ornstein is there and yada yada. When you fight the undead dragons, they're shitty versions of dragons. Like, there's only one real dragon in this whole game, and it's the one that runs the Covenant. And she
lets
don't
you-
fight you. She'll let
lets
you do
you
anything. She
take
doesn't
your
care.
tail.
Yeah, she's super strong to the point where you can't kill her. Like, no matter what you do, no matter how much damage you do, you can never kill that character. So you're fighting a bunch of characters that are like, nowhere near the top of their game. And you're styling on them. Like, you're beating the shit out of them. But you're kind of walking through a dead world fighting broken versions of, like, the strongest heroes that this world had. And you're just kind of accepting that, yeah, this is good enough. And when you get back into the past, it's like, okay, so you should prepare yourself to fight good versions of those heroes or of those monsters or whatever. So you're running through and you're beating, you're expected to beat the shit out of some of this stuff. And it's like, you get down here, all their people are corrupted. Artorias is super strong, but he's corrupted. Like, there's a weird running theme in Dark Souls, especially in the first one, where everything that you fight that is really strong is at, like, the bottom of its game, and you're just kind of cleaning up. There's a dude behind you.
Yep.
If you want a really good example of how much cleanup you are doing here and how at the top of their game the world is right now, is even though you were in the past and you were fighting Artorias of the Abyss and he is incredibly strong, Artorias is left-handed. And he is fighting you with his right hand during that entire boss fight.
Why would you know that?
Because if you look closely, during the boss fight, you can see that his left arm is broken. So he's fighting like a beast with a broken arm, and he has his sword in the wrong hand. And he's just rushing in, beating the crap out of you anyway. Like, even with the Abyss clouding his judgment, even with him, like, not being able to think straight and being all beastly, even with a broken fucking arm, and he's fighting you with the wrong hand, he's still strong enough to ruin
That
you.
was actually a really cool death.
Yeah, I'm going to warn you right now, by the way, if you run in there like that, you're always going to die. She's always going to have those 3 guys come in and attack you almost completely synchronized.
they weren't the ones that did it.
I know, it was the thing to the face. I saw it. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, no, it was like a mutual hit, though.
Yeah.
I think I'm done, though.
Alright. So, final thoughts on the DLC so far?
They certainly made it look nicer. And that big boss fight, at the very least, like, had a pattern to it. It took a few tries, but it wasn't bullshit.
Yeah. I am going to point out, by the way, that we did not... I took the controller from Megan. We didn't actually check. There's a soul. Oh, no. Oh, God, we gave the Artorias soul to What's-Her-Face.
Oh,
Oh, shoot, we should have read it. That was stupid of me.
we got that thing.
Yeah, I guess we got the soul of the Guardian. This is a worthless soul, by the way. Soul of the white-winged lion, sanctuary watchkeeper, who dreaded the spread of the abyss. The Guardian exhibited traits of several animals other than lions, suggesting that it was no ordinary beast, but rather closer to the beings known as demons.
That's goofy as hell.
It's-
There's no reason for it not to exist in this setting.
It was a proto-demon, I think, is the argument that they're making, like the demons that we see in Hell, but that the demons that we see in Hell are also kind of, like, fucked up by the Witch of Izalith a little bit, but it's like, I don't like it. I would like to point out that the DLC is really good. The Guardians are nothing. I should point out that this soul actually can be used to do nothing. You cannot turn this soul into weapons.
Oh,
This
well,
soul is exclusively here to use and turn into souls.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's basically just a bigger version of these ones. Let's see. Did we pick up anything else that was kind of weird, or was
Not
that
that
it?
I remember. Oh, in between the cut, we picked up a plow.
That's
Yeah.
not gonna have anything on it, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. It might tell us more about those gardener droids.
I mean, I guess.
It's in here somewhere.
I don't think they explicitly state it, by the way, but what I was getting at for the lore was that those are the Bush Boys.
I figured that out. Yeah.
Four-pronged plow, wielded by the wooden scarecrows, serfs of the forest sanctuary. The scarecrow serfs would not normally use these four-pronged plows as weapons, but their sharpness makes them very deadly.
That's whatever.
Basically, with the onset of the abyss and everybody dying and going crazy, whatever magic controls them, I'm going to argue just kind of went haywire, and they started attacking everything, including the stone golems, which were originally used as guardians for the garden for the kingdom. And over time, because they were not turned off or they didn't fall apart, we wind up with them turning into the bushes, the living bushes. Which is why they both drop moss, which is why they both have nearly identical bodies, which is why they both have very similar move sets, etc., etc., etc.
Yep. It's an interesting touch.
Yeah, it is. I like that they toss it in there. It's weird that they don't make any acknowledgement of it whatsoever. It honestly makes me wonder if it's not even actually the case and if I'm just putting more importance on something, but it seems to be correct because it works so well. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of things in this game seem to be like that, where I'm just taking your word for it that things are what they are.
I mean, sometimes it makes more sense. Sometimes it's a little bit more in the way of fan theory stuff, which I hate to say, but that is kind of the
That
case.
you may have been feeding me fan theories. Do
I
we
mean,
know if that
sometimes.
one dragon is really a girl?
Which dragon?
The
The
Covenant
Everlasting?
dragon.
No. I swear to God, I've read that somewhere before, but I guess...
Well,
I don't
she's a
know.
girl for us.
Yeah, for us, I guess she is. Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
Okay.
So we got our final thoughts on the DLC so far out of the way.
Yeah.
I think there isn't going to be much in the way more of an actual zone. The DLC it's difficult. It has some real cool items in it. It's long, but I feel like the hardest two fights are Artorias and then another one. But I don't think we've gotten to the other one, and we probably won't for quite some time, to be totally honest.
How big is this place?
It's not super big. See, that's what I'm trying to say, is that the zone's actually not as big as you might think it is. But in order to unlock the actual final boss of the DLC, we have to go from where we are now all the way to the bottom of this place, and then back up. Because they basically took an item and stuck it at the end of a maze and said, okay, go get it, and then come back to the beginning of the maze so that you can open the second maze. Which is that's fair. A lot of people do that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll deal with it later.
Alright, so I have nothing else to say to you.
Nah, not really.
Alright, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a wonderful time.